Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Chainsaw Man episode number 10 reaction. Alright, the previous episode. Yeah, a lot of things happened. The first thing, the craziest thing in that episode obviously was Makima's power. She has like a weird power. We still don't know what it actually is. There was a weird thing where she kind of mentioned how she was not shot in, but in reality, as we saw, she was shot. So I feel like it has something to do with her power. Not only that, she also has this weird thing where she actually gets targets other people from like a long distance, goes to that shrine, takes 30 convicts and gets all the other characters killed who were trying to get Denji. Stuff like that happened. A lot of it was crazy. Her power is like the Death Note. Now another thing I kind of realized later on when I thought about it, I asked this question in the previous video where I was like, how did she know the names of the people who were trying to you know target Denji? It struck my head that in the end we got the feeling that Makima was probably doing this, I don't know, like this was like a deliberate thing she did. She knew everything was going to happen. And when in the end Madoka kind of asks, I think that was his name, Madoka, asks that did you know about this? And she was like, oh, I don't talk to, I don't give these things to civilians, because he resigned. That kind of implied that she knew about all of this, and it struck me that is probably why she knew the names of the all the people. She either hired them to do all of that, I don't know, something like that. I feel like happened. She knew all of this and she was behind this, and that is why she knew all the names. It struck me so odd why she knew the names of those petty criminals. So it was so weird. I feel like that's the reason. She probably knew she was the one behind all of this, and she did all of this so that all the the divisions come together, and she becomes a leader or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, that's just a guess. Let me see what happens. And not only that, we also get to see a little bit of what's her name? Oh my god, I forgot her name. Kobeni, yeah, Kobeni's power, and she's crazy. She's extremely strong, it seems like, and we still don't know what her devil power is. She kind of jumped around and fought crazily. So yeah, and that's what happened. Oh, and power ran away. That's also another thing. So let's see what happens in this episode. Denji's fine, I'm guessing, and probably Makima's going to come back. All right, let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles in the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Hmm. Both devils and humans. Oh, there is power. Is she eating apples or something? Oh, then Denji's also here. What the? Why? What? Yeah? Oh my god, what? Okay. Hmm. Kobeni, yeah. Yeah, and Madoka. And obviously Makima's here. So. I'm sorry. What the hell, power? Wow. These guys. Well, yeah. At least, all right. At least pick up the book. Damn. So that's the other devil he's contracted with, curse, isn't it? Yep. Ooh. What? 2 years? Oh my god. Like, oh. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. What? Did he just realize that Himeno was actually. No, what? Well, because you didn't have that much connection with her, that's why. You just. Not necessarily. Right. Uh, Probably not. I think probably not. He still hasn't made enough connections with them. Pochita was her, and like I said, exactly. No, no, I don't think that. No, 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 I don't think so. Like you just met these guys. How many? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How much time has it passed since he met them? Was there a time skip? I don't remember. Oh, these two. Oh God. Yeah. Advisors. Great. No, you cannot have that. Oh boy. Wait, so was there like a time skip? Like after Denji came here and started working with them? Like, you know those mini time skip that anime sometimes show? Like, oh, 2 months have passed, or like 5 months have passed. Did something like that happen? I don't remember properly. So I don't think so. Like, this is the thing. Denji was with Pochita from the beginning. However, he just met these guys. So I don't think, obviously, like he said, that I'll be down, but after 2 or 3 days, I'll be back in my own self. So he hasn't made, and he's thinking like, because his heart has changed. Is that why he's not getting emotional? I don't think that's necessarily the case. Or is it? Because Pochita was like, like he was actually with Pochita for such a long time. However, these people, he's just met them. Especially like, Himeno. He just became kind of friends with her, and like if 1 or 2 months passed and like, he kept contact with them and became better friends with Himeno, maybe then he probably would have felt sad after Himeno died or something. I don't know. Because yeah, like I'm not sure. Anyways. Oh, this is a graveyard. Graveness. Oh, is it that guy? Yep, this guy. What's his name? We don't know. Himeno called her teacher or something. Oh boy. Yeah, he's standing in front of Himeno's grave, I'm guessing. Damn. Oh my god. Yeah, who gives. Yeah, I was gonna say who gives them food or something. Boy, he'll be like, alright, fine, you guys pass. Yes. Because, you shouldn't get attached in this line of work. Damn. I love the fact that even Makino stopped talking when he was like quiet. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. What's. Yeah? Damn, he's strong. Was that like a welcome greeting, like nice to meet you type of thing? I think so, yeah. Oh, that's what he was. Oh wow, that's what he was checking. What the hell? So yeah, wait, he just keeps a bag of blood with him? Oh god. Yeah. Okay, that's what he was checking. Hmm. Oh damn. Great. Good way of training. Well, look who's talking. Damn. Alright, training begins. Oh my god. Wait, what was that? What did he do? He's just stabbing him. What? What, is he that fast? What's going on here? The boy is immortal. Semi-immortal. Damn. Oh, okay. Well, time to give them more blood and bring them back to life. Oh wait, what happened to... Wait, what? Why? Oh. Whoa. Career coaching. Which is... Oh. Oh, okay. Mm. Hmm. Wait, what? They're like going to kill him or something if he said something like... I feel like that was the case. Like, why was his hand inside his pocket? And when he said that... Were they going to kill him if he said something like, yeah, I want to leave? Lady, who? Who is this? What? Oh my god. Oh, great. They were not going to show us. Yo, look at their faces. They're traumatized. Oh my god. Oh boy. What? What's happening? His brain broken. Wait, what? Wait, what? What was that? What happened to him? Did he become... Oh my god, great. Oh, okay, that's fantastic. Hmm, great. Now they have to walk back home. Well, uh, yeah. And these guys are fiends, so that is why they're going to get to them even more. Yeah? What, win the Nobel Prize? Yeah? Really? His power, okay. Wow, these two are so. I don't see them using their brains. Great. Oh yeah, Power has 500 IQ. She might be able to do it, you know. Yeah, all right. Oh no. Wait, what's going on here? I feel like they're ready to prank him. Oh no. All right, let's see. Power's 500 IQ. IQ. Oh, is that why they're wearing glasses? All right, here we go. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Oh, is she going to? Yes, nice. You know what? Power actually had a. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy is legit. Your shadow. He was able to see your shadow. God damn. Well, he saw your shadow. Yes. You know what? Power actually had a solid plan this time. I'm sorry, Power, for not believing on you in you. Oh damn. And then the shadow. Yep. Oh nice. And like what's it called? A quick. Exactly. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh god. What in the hell? What is this? A parting gift? Oh wait, that was a lie? Oh great. Okay. Oh boy. Hmm. Lion's cage. Yeah, because he won't be able to use the sword, you know, like his remaining amount of life will be sucked out, which is like 2 years, very less time. Oh, okay. Who? Oh wait, that person, who was that? We didn't even see her face. Oh, okay, okay. Himeno's sister. Letters. My sister sent me. Is that feeling better? Welfare. Don't have to send me rice anymore. Yep. That's what she always wanted, you know. Ugh, 108. Oh, wait, they already decided which one it will be? What? Future Devil? What then? What do you. How? Better deal. The Future Devil. Interesting. That's extremely OP, I'm guessing. Future Devil. Alright. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, this is this week's ending. Hmm. Those are random dogs. What the hell? This is like actual. Oh boy. Dogland. Okay, that's a good ending. Alright, there you go. Oh, so this episode. So this was an episode where we get to see the aftermath of everything. The first thing that happens is Aki wakes up, and Denji and Power are reading manga, eating the apple that is brought that is for him, and just making commotion in his hospital room. Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure everyone expected that. And Aki wakes up, Aki wakes up and Aki asks like, "Oh, how, who survived?" And Denji answers that obviously Kobeni and Madoka. And if you think about it, Makima as well. So yeah, and he says all of that, and then he's like, "All right, I'm gonna leave. I have some job. Power and I was called by Makima, so yeah, take care. I'll go." And he kept like one apple and just left. So Aki's obviously depressed. He doesn't know what the whole team got wiped out in that one matter of like a few hours. And he takes up the sword and asks the sword Curse how much time he has left. Curse says that 2 years. Oh my god, Like I thought it must be like, obviously, if he, since he used the power again, his lifespan probably decreased by a lot. But I was not expecting it to be 2 years that is still left. Like I thought at least it will be like, I don't know, 10 years or like 15 years or something. 2 years. That's way too short. Oh my god. All right. So now after that, he kind of takes the cigarette, tries to, like, like smoke, and gets reminded of Himeno, and just starts crying. And then he was coming back, and then he was like, oh my god, now I'm feeling awkward to get in because he's crying. I came here to take my manga back. And now here is where he kind of realized, like, wait a minute, Himeno senpai, it's like I also kind of talked to her, and like, that whole thing happened. So he's like, so why am I not sad? Now this whole thing that he brings up here, where he talks about how, where he kind of suspects that maybe because he's not a human anymore, that is why he is not feeling anything. His emotions has been kind of dulled. I am really not quite sure if that's the case. Like, it might be, it might be, because like his logic is that when Pochita died, I was sad. So like, why am I not sad now? He thinks that obviously because before, when Pochita died, he was a human, and after that, like, after that whole thing, he became a fiend, and that is why now he is, since he's not a human, he thinks that his emotions are kind of dulled, and he's not crying. That is the reason why. I don't know. I don't see that being the case here. Like Pochita was like his like, his only friend. He's like, he spent a lot of time with Pochita. Like, like he was his family. And like, Pochita died, and that's why obviously like he felt sad at that moment. And that is why. Now obviously these people here who are what's his name, Aki, Makima, and all of them, like he's kind of thinking, he's like, wait a minute, so what if Power died? Will I be sad? He's like, no, probably not. What if Aki died? Probably not. What if Makima died? Then he was like, I would probably be depressed for 3 days, then I'll be back. And he's like, oh, I must not be human, that's probably why. I don't know. I don't see that being the case here. I'm pretty sure like the amount of time he interacted with these people are too short to actually form any kind of emotional or like a bond which is going to make him feel sad when that person dies. Like he and Pochita had a crazy bond. That is why when Pochita that happened, he felt sad. If you think about it, like this whole thing in like like Power's like perspective, Power will probably not be sad if Denji died, or like Aki died, or someone else died, or this of this thing. And you might be like, oh, but like Power is also a fiend. But if the whole thing that happened to Miaoi, she was extremely distressed by it. She felt anxious. She even decided to like sacrifice Denji to get Miaoi back. So obviously we can see emotions there. So not necessarily that because Denji and Power are fiends, that is why they don't have emotions. I feel like it's just a matter of how much emotional bond and connection you have to a certain person. Like in case of Power, she won't be sad if anyone else here dies. However, if something happens to Miaoi, she'll be extremely distressed, sad, and probably she won't be happy anymore. Similar to that, the same thing with Denji as well. Like he had that amount of emotional bond, the amount that Power has with Miaoi, he had the same with Pochita, and that is why he felt sad when Pochita that happened. So that's the thing. I think it's not that because they're devils or they're fiends, they don't feel sadness. It's because the amount of emotional bond or connection needs to be strong enough for them to feel anything. That strength, the only emotional bond that had that much strength for Denji was his bond with Pochita, and for Power it was her bond with Miaoi. So that is why they were sad and distressed when that happened. So this is how I think. I might be wrong, who knows, maybe it is true, maybe he is actually losing his emotions because he is a fiend now. But I don't know, I don't see that, because I feel like it's just the amount of strength the Bond has. That's the thing. And the amount of time they have spent. Like, for example, us, as audiences, we just got to meet Himeno, and I'm pretty sure the reason why, obviously I felt bad when Himeno died, but obviously I was not like emotionally like affected, like unlike characters who we have been like getting to know for like 10, 20, 30 episodes, and then they die. Obviously we feel something, we feel emotionally sad, and we feel emotionally affected. Like, we just got to meet Himeno for like 2 episodes or something. That's why when she died, I was like, oh, that's kind of sad, and that's it. That's the extent to it. I wasn't emotionally affected by it. Similar, like that's the similar thing that I'm talking about here. Like, like obviously that is the same thing that's happening to Denji as well. He also is probably like, yeah, I feel it's bad that she died. He probably feels a little weird. He was like, yeah, I kind of talked to her and everything. He probably feels a little bummed out, and that's just it. Nothing more than that. So I don't think it's abnormal. Any kind of abnormal thing is happening here. It's not that he's losing his emotions because he's a fiend. It's just how it is. They didn't have that much connection. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyways, now after that, like, that's why also, here's the thing. That is why also Aki is this much sad, because Aki had this bond with Himeno. He knew her from a long time ago, and like that is why they had this amount of bond. That is why since Himeno died, Aki is this devastated, this affected by it. Now if Denji dies, and Aki was in that place, Aki would probably feel similarly. He probably would be sad a little bit. He would probably kind of think of all the time they spent for 1, 2, 3 days, maximum 4 days, and then he'll move on. So like that's just like that's just normal, I feel like. Anyways, after that, okay, then later on Denji's like, oh whatever, never mind the serious stuff. Wait, what the hell was Power doing? She was scratching at the vending machine. What the hell? Anyways. All right, so after that, these two comes in. I forgot their names. The two advisors from Division 4. These two. They come in and they are like, we are Makima's advisors. Like, we have come here as a counselor. I think that's what they said. And yeah, now after that, we get to see the scene changes. We get to see Makima taking Denji and Power to someone who's going to help them train. Now Makima and they come here, and Makima is like this is the thing. It's so interesting here that I've never seen Makima actually kind of like like being talked down. I wouldn't call it being talked down, but her actually, like, someone actually talking back to her. So this guy, he's like shh, and he's just standing there. So he asks a few questions. He's like, you guys, what does he say? Just a minute. Okay, how do you feel when your teammates died? Obviously, Denji's like, not much. Power is like, well, they're dead. Do you want revenge? Too dark, I don't like it. Denji says, and Power is the same. And he says, humans or devils, which side are you on? And I knew Denji was going to say something like, whoever gives me food or something like that. And that's exactly what he says. He says that whoever takes care of me. Yeah. And Power is like, whoever that's winning. Yeah, I kind of expected that. That's exactly why she ran away. In the previous episode, she just ran away as soon as she saw this is a problem. Oh boy. Now, he's like, oh, you guys are great, fantastic. You win, 100 out of 100. You guys will be perfect for me to train. And then he's like, you guys are very few types like you. I like you. and he's like, oh, like call me master, and like Makima leaves, he hugs them, and then he crushes their head. I think that's what he does here. Yeah, he crushes their neck completely and just breaks their neck. And then they're almost dying, and he brings out the blood back and feeds them, and they're back again. So obviously they're like, what the hell was that? Why did you try to, like, crush our neck? And he says that Makima asked me to train you, and for whatever reason the gun devil wants your heart. Okay, but you are just a small fry who will be crushed in no time. This must have worried her a lot. Why do you strangle us? Okay, he says, I've trained humans before, but it's my first time with you devils. The drunk me was thinking about what to do. Then an idea came to me, and he says, I'm the strongest devil hunter. Okay, so he says like he's basically going to try to get them, defeat them, and kill them multiple times, since Denji is immortal and Power is partially immortal. Wait, so Denji cannot be killed? Is that what is going on? I'm guessing if they take out his heart, then probably he'll die, something like that. Now, yeah, he says since you're immortal and Power is partially immortal, I'll keep killing you and then keep feeding you the blood, reviving you back, and then again. Like, this is how we're going to train, unless and until you guys are able to defeat me. And I guess that's the like simplest way to actually get strong, just keep fighting. And okay, so after that they start fighting, like Power gives him Denji like a hammer of blood. And wait a minute, this part is so crazy. What happens here? Denji tries to swing the hammer on his head and he dodges it. Oh my god. I was like, what happened here? He stabbed him so fast at 3 places like this that, like, this part is crazy. They show Denji's back, where Denji's trying to swing, and we suddenly see from this part of Denji 3 blades come out in matter of seconds and blood splatter. When this was happening, I was like, what happened here? I did not realize. Now I'm watching it again, I'm realizing that's what he did. So he basically stabbed him so quickly 3 times that it took like milliseconds, and the after image of the knife just came out from here. And he stabbed him so fast that after stabbing him 3 times, that is when the blood came out. And usually what happens, if you stab someone, blood comes out at the same time. He stabbed him so fast that after 3 stabs, it took a second for the blood to come out. That's how fast he stabbed him. Good god. Okay, and like he also like gets Power in the throat. And yeah, so there you go. That's how he's going to train them. And he says, and all you think about is to bash someone's head in. Neither of you have human rights. Yes, obviously, because they're not humans. Oh boy. And he's like, yeah, I just broke all my toys from when I was a kid. I'm happy to have you guys. You guys will be nice toys, like I'll turn you to be the best. Okay, so he's going to keep killing them, keep like reviving them unless and until they get strong. Simple. No complicated procedures. No like secret formula or whatever. Like, it's just beat him up until the other person learns. Okay, now next, Aki is in his bed and he's trying to bring out Kon. Kon is not coming out. I was like, wait, is Kon dead or something? But no, Kon wouldn't be dead, because we know that Kon's body is, I think like he mentioned it in Kyoto or something. So what happened is like Kon decided to not help him out after this because of what happened, because Aki actually fed Kon the Katana Devil, and the Katana Devil slashed Kon into 2. I remember like in the previous episode, I think when Kon was like, what the hell did you put in my mouth? And then like, the head slashes into 2. I'm pretty sure he was pretty pissed at that. And that's why Kon is probably like, nah, I'm not going to help him anymore. And yeah, and this was the thing. Kon, I feel like Kon was the devil. Like, I think they mentioned here in this anime that foxes are the only devils who kind of like, like are more compatible with humans, and they kind of help out humans a lot more than other devils. And that is why I think the compensation is also quite less. Like Khan just takes a little bit of his skin or something, you know. So unlike the cursed devil, which literally takes out his lifespan. So it was a huge loss, I'm guessing here, actually losing Khan's contract, because like, like it was a great deal. However, nothing you can do about it. Yeah, Khan's pissed off probably because he fed him the katana man, and the katana man sliced him out completely. So yeah, so only the cursed devil is back, and obviously he cannot use the sword, because if he tries to use it, the remaining lifespan is also going to be sucked out, and it wouldn't like, like help him out, because his goal is to at least survive out up until he sees the gun devil brought to justice, or he gets to kill the gun devil. Unless and until that happens, at least up until that time, he wants to be alive. So using the sword, no way it's going to work here, because it's going to take out the remaining section of his life. So that's why obviously these two, they're like, we need to make you make you have a contract with another devil. And they're like, at first they're like, but there's also another thing that we want to do, is like counsel you. It was like, there's two choices you have. Either you could just leave from this whole thing, just go to the countryside or whatever, like, just retire and spend the remaining part of your life just having fun. However, if not, like, you can continue this, but then you'll have to take a contract with another devil where you might have to sacrifice more stuff. And he's like, like they're like, what do you want to do? And here, wait a minute, I need to see something here. Okay, you need to be prepared. Yes, prepared. If you're staying, you need to make. Okay, I don't know. Like, I got a weird feeling from these two in this section, because they ask him that, oh, what do you want? Your choice. You want to just retire, or you just want to carry on? If you want to carry on, you'll have to, like, make contact with another devil. And here, the thing that I felt weird is these two. Aki says that, all right, obviously, like, I'm like, like, I want to see, I want to get my revenge. I want to kill the person who got both my family and my teammates. So obviously, I'm not going to just leave and retire at this moment. I accept. I will make contract with another devil. And here, the thing I feel weird about this section is that when he says this, where's that part? I think this guy kind of smiles. He's like, oh, I see, I understand. And he takes his hand out of his pocket. I feel like I'm probably looking too much into it, but I get this weird feeling that he was actually putting his hand in his pocket. He had some kind of a thing there, which if Aki said something like, I'm going to leave or retire or something like that, he was going to kill him or something. But since he said something like, no, I'm going to continue, he decided to, he was like, that is why he smiled over there. He was like, he smiled, and then he took his hand out of the pocket and left. I might be looking too much into things, but that's the vibe this guy gave me. Like, there's so many weird movements here. First of all, he smiled when he said that, okay, I'm going to continue. He kind of smiled. And then he put his hand in his pocket, and then after he said, I'm going to continue, he took his hands out of the pocket. Like I said, it might be I'm looking too much into things, like, or it might be something else, but this part I felt a little bit weird. Something was going on, I felt in my heart. But either way, and he's like, oh, like, like, what they said was correct. There's no one in the special division that's right in the mind. And he leaves. And then he's like, oh, there's someone waiting for you outside. And yeah, in comes Himeno's sister. Obviously, at that moment, they didn't show us who it was. But Aki was extremely surprised. I don't know why he was that surprised, because obviously he should have realized that someone from Himeno's family must come and talk with him, try to make contact with him. I don't know why he was that surprised. He was extremely surprised. I thought like there's something crazy is happening here or something. Like, I don't know, like Himeno has come back or something like that. That's how surprised he was here. Like, his face goes completely, like mouth completely open. But then he was like, oh, it's Himeno's sister. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's pretty normal, isn't it? Like her sister died, and obviously Himeno's sister must come here to meet Aki, who was the only person that Himeno had contact with for whatever reason. But it's pretty normal. I did not, like, like it's really weird how Aki was that surprised seeing her. Anyways, now after that, again we change scenes. Here we get to see Power and Renji completely just fallen down unconscious almost. And he's like, this guy, he's like, wait, what's his name? Did they mention his name? I think they mentioned his name. I think, what did, okay, you know what, let me go back a little bit. Okay, I'll be busy. He'll be training you. No, wait, Makima doesn't mention his name. So they don't mention his name. I'm gonna just call him Sensei because that's what he said. Like, call me Sensei. So all right, I'm just going to call him Sensei. So yeah, so Sensei, he just leaves. He's like, next day I'll be back. I don't know what happened here. Then he started going crazy, and Power is like, oh my god, he's gone crazy. Like, hit him until he he recovers and starts hitting him in the head. And then he's like, oh, I'm back. And he's like, how many times have I died? He's like, 20 times. I'm guessing that is probably the reason why he was acting like that. Like, like, imagine dying 20 times and coming back. God, that's traumatizing. So that's probably why his head probably went crazy over there. And Power had to, like, literally hit him like a broken TV. Like when sometimes it happens, old TVs, you need to, like, actually whack them 2 or 3 times for it to start working again. Power literally did that to Tenchi. And yeah, so, oh boy. Now they're going back, and Power is like, oh, Denji's like, what the hell is this? Like, I decided to do this job because I wanted to be happy and just stay in a peaceful way and just enjoy my life. I didn't expect this. Like, this is not what I signed up for. And then Power is like, oh, yeah, I think Power is the one who says it. Like, should we run away? And he's like, no, then they'll try to get us. And because, they're fiends and all. So then just like, wait a minute, I'm getting extremely pissed off thinking that, like, he just made us, like, like, kind of treated us like broken toys and just had his fun with us and then just left. So I'm extremely pissed off. I want to teach him a lesson. And Power is like, you know what we should do? Like, alcohol. I love the fact her logic is that alcohol has rotted his brain, so we can defeat him by using our brain. Oh my god. This part was probably the funniest part of this episode, where Power is like, we should use our brains, and then just like, yes, you're right, we should use our brains. And like, obviously Power with his 500 IQ, she's ready to make some plans and get Sensei by surprise. And she actually did it, kind of, which was the most surprising part of this episode. I did not expect that, really. She actually had a plan. Oh god. But anyways, next day we get to see, and oh boy, this is so funny. They're wearing glasses because, wearing glasses makes you look smart, that type of thing. And yeah, so next, Sensei comes in, and Power actually had a solid plan. The first thing she does is throw like a a blood arrow or whatever through the door, and it almost got him, but obviously that was not it. Power also had bottles of blood on top, and she used like little javelins and brought it down. And damn, this guy can fight. He just punched all those blood arrows and just destroyed them in this way. And then Denji comes down trying to get him, but I'm pretty sure he saw the shadow, because there was literally a shadow on the wall when Denji came down. And he hits him and takes his glasses out completely. And then he falls down, yeah, almost unconscious. And he's like, you know what? You guys actually did well this time. That was the closest you got. Like Power had a solid plan, you had a solid plan. Good, I'm impressed. And he says that but the only deficiency you two had is that Power. I think that was the best try yet. Okay, let me read this section. A prey will use his brain at the moment of life and death. But there was two shortcomings, I think. Yeah, there's two reasons you failed. One, Power uses too much blood fighting like that and makes herself anemic. Okay, that's what happened. And Denji failed to predict my attack. Yeah, I did not expect him suddenly just twisting his twisting his whole body and just kicking him in the face. And yeah, and then he's like, all right, good job, like we're done for the day. I'm giving an extra, like I'm giving you like a free day today because you actually did something good. And then just like, Power, we did it. We kind of did something. He's just leaving. And Power's like, oh, that's quite lucky for us. And as soon as he says that, this guy throws a knife at his head. And then he's like, wait, what? And he's like, well, that was a lie. I just pranked you. Haha. Never trust. A prey should never trust a hunter. Which is true, Oh my god. And there you go. So yeah, the training is going extremely well. In no time at all, Power and Denji will actually become, I'm guessing they will become stronger, a lot stronger than they are now. Now after that we get to see more of Aki and these two. They are like, coming to like a prison type of place where all these devils have been imprisoned. And this is the place where public safety locks up devils they capture. There you go. And he's like, you have to find your weapon there. And he asks like, oh, who was that girl yesterday? And here Aki says like, that was like Himeno's sister. She just came here to give me some letters that Himeno's sister wrote to her, but she never really read it. No, wait. What did she say? These are the letters my sister sent me. I think you should read them. Oh, she also read it. She probably brought it for Aki to read as well. But there's a few things that mentioned, like few sections in the letters that mentioned Aki as well. So, okay, a few things we kind of get from these letters is that a few of the translations that we got here was, one was, is Dad feeling better? Okay, so I'm guessing there was some kind of a situation in his family where her dad was like sick or something, maybe. Then the next one is, I'm well fed. You don't have to send me rice anymore. Okay. Then how's Dad doing? Again, asking about Dad. Is he taking his medicines on time? There you go. He must be sick. And then she says, I made Aki get ear piercings. And in the end, Aki gets surprised at one line where it's written, how can I get Aki to quit? So we kind of knew this. She always wanted Aki to leave this whole thing because, like she doesn't want anyone else, any of her other buddies, to lose his life. And obviously after Aki helped her out in that scene, that whole flashback we saw where there was some random girl who slapped her, and Aki came and Aki's like, oh, I put gum on her jacket or something like that, and she starts laughing. Like, that was the day from that point onwards she got emotionally attached to Aki. Before that she kept a very low, didn't really talk to him that much, kind of just asked normal questions, kind of told him to smoke, and that's it, like nothing more than that. But from that episode, that section onwards, that thing that happened from that point onwards, she got emotionally attached to Aki. And as soon as she got emotionally attached, she probably thought like, oh my god, he's also going to die and I don't want to lose him. And not only the fact that they were devil hunters, but the fact that he had a cursed weapon which is sucking away his life is also another fact that probably Himeno got worried about. And that's why Himeno, in the flashback we saw, she just said that, Aki, let's just leave here, we shouldn't, we shouldn't continue this. We should do some other job and just spend a normal life. I can call you to have a drink, and just spend normal life. And Aki was like, no, I'm not going to do that. And yeah, and so this was basically the reason why Himeno just stayed, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure if Aki was not there, and if Aki did not have that amount of what can I say, friendship with Himeno probably would have quit. I don't know, I get this feeling that after seeing so many people die, she probably would have quit sooner or later, this whole thing. But since Aki was there, she couldn't quit, you know. The fact that Aki was there and the fact that she got this emotional attachment to Aki made her like, you know, like she was like, all right, you know what, Aki, let's get out of here, let's just spend some, like, you know, like do some normal job. But Aki was like, no. So as soon as she realized that whether I'm here or not, Aki is going to stay here and Aki is going to do this job, she decided not to, like, you know, to keep going on this job as well, because she in no way wanted to continue this job at all, because she just sees people die, her buddies die, she was sick of it. And not only that, you know, like, she also didn't want Aki to die. That's why she wanted to quit. But Aki was like, no, I'm not going to quit. So she was like, yeah, okay, I'll have to stay then. And that is why Himeno stayed. Himeno just stayed in this job just because Aki was there. And yeah, he was like the only person that was kind of shackling, not shackling, but kind of like, you know, kind of keeping her here, like, you know. And since, like, you know, that's why she probably, like, wrote to her sister asking for advice as to how can I get Aki to quit, because that's all she wanted. And he just reads that and he's like, yeah. And I'm pretty sure Aki realized at that moment that, not realized, but kind of understood that, yeah, that's probably why that one day Himeno asked me that, oh, shouldn't we just do some other job? And I just said no. I have my whole revenge thing. And she decided to stay because of that. But yeah, that was the letter. And there you go. Then next we get to see Aki get inside like a cell, a prison cell. And inside is the future devil. And my god, I'm pretty sure, like, as they explain, the future devil like takes a lot of compensation. It says that one of them gave half of the lifespan to the future devil, the other gave it their eyes, sense, and taste of smell. Damn. So I wonder what he's going to take from Aki. And he says that, oh, maybe if he likes you, he'll give you a discount. I don't know. I don't think devils give discount, but we'll see. And Aki gets in. And yeah, he sees like an eye. And that's it. That's where it ends. So I'm thinking, like, you know, this future devil seems crazy. You know, like, he took like half of the lifespan, like eyes, taste, smell. Like, Aki doesn't even have any lifespan left, 2 years maximum. So what is he going to ask from Aki if he actually becomes his contracted devil? Let's see. Next episode will probably tell us. But either way, that was it. That was my reaction to Chainsaw Man episode number 10. Yeah, 10, episode number 10. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed, and comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next week with another episode of Chainsaw Man. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.